Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Season 5 of Age of Empires 4. And we've got a Corvinus game for you guys today, formerly known as Salami. And he's spawning in here in the color green on the right-hand side of the map. And we're on the map Coastal. Have a look at this. Not a map that I've casted a game on, I believe. I don't think so, at least. It's a pretty cool map. I like it a lot. I think it's a very nice one. We've seen it in other Age titles. But this one's relatively new in Age of Empires 4. So we'll have to see how it does here. But we see Corvinus is going to be opening up with a dock, playing as the Abbasid Dynasty. So it does get the cheaper docks. So the Abbasid have had quite a few changes. Now I probably should bring up the little patch notes here, just so I can refresh myself. But the main change here for the Abbasid is the fact that they've got a brand new unit. It's called the Ghulam. At least I think that's how you pronounce it. I still get comments about how I mispronounce everything. So, you know, that's a brand new unit for them. It has a double attack. It's just overall a better unit. It has more health, more attack, movement speed increased, and the downside obviously is going to be the cost increase. But apart from that, very cool unit. The only other change apart from that is a couple of House of Wisdom techs, like a rename. So protolization is now instead of the tech Faith. What else is there? There's some Camel Rider changes in there as well. A little bit cheaper for Camel Rider shields. Remove the delay on Camel Archers. Camel Rider cost decreased to 180. Oh no, sorry, 160 food, 30 gold, 30 wood. So overall, I like these changes a lot. I think the Abbasid, they need a little bit more uniqueness when it comes to their army. I think we're going to be seeing that a lot out of them. But on the other side of the map, we've got an English player by the name of Galgatonals. God, that's who came up with this name? Who came up with this name? What do I even call him? Galg? Yeah, that works. Anyway, he's playing as the English here. And English have had a few changes as well. Most notably, the Abbey of Memes is now not so much an Abbey of Memes. It's actually kind of viable. And the reason why it's viable is because the king now has a aura that heals itself. So before it used to only heal units around it, now it heals itself. So we'll have to see if that's what Galga looks to go for here today. I would be surprised to see that. I think that could be pretty cool. Corvinus, on the other hand, we're going to have to see what he's up to. To be honest, I feel like you could go for a fast castle here with Culture Wing. Because you're going with a load of food eco. You're going to have a really nice Age 3 timing if you go up with Culture Wing. Grab yourself Preservation of Knowledge. Get that extra discount, 20% discount in here. Then go up with the Military Wing. And then you get the 2 Camel Riders. And then you can just spam out Golems. Or Golems. I don't know how you pronounce it, I'll be honest. It's, for some reason, I struggle pronouncing. But, yeah, we're going to have to see what Corvinus' plan is here. He's doing a little bit of a force drop-off so we can get that age up through a little bit faster. Seems like he also was struggling just a little bit on the villager production. But Galg, he's up to 5 fishing ships. Corvinus, he's up to 5. Got a 6th one in the queue. 6th one also in the queue for Galg. So pretty even start so far. We see the economic count very much even. Corvinus is slightly lacking when it comes to that fishing boat, but yeah, not the end of the world. And there we see it. Corvinus going to be aging up now with the Culture Wing. And so this is what I was suspecting. Culture Wing into Military Wing. I think that is what we're going to be seeing, because Corvinus here is committing to the gold. I think he'll just be gathering up the 480 gold that's required. I think that'll be that's what will make the most sense here. But Galg, he's aging up with the Abbey of the Memes, which is not so much Abbey of the Memes. I think we got to go back to calling it the Abbey of Kings, to be honest, because I think this is actually a really good landmark now. Because the knight, it doesn't have to retreat back to the base when it gets damaged to heal underneath the Abbey of Kings. It can just keep its presence on the enemy base. It's like a jacked up French knight. So I think we're going to be seeing it a lot more, to be honest. And I think I think we'll be seeing a lot more horsemen as well in Age 2. I think horsemen plus the king, putting on lots of raiding onto the opponent's base is going to be pretty huge. But we'll have to see what Galg's plan is here. Could be just looking to go, you know, cast Sage himself behind this with the King's Palace. Just to get up that second TC, start to find a little bit of an eco advantage there. You'd also been continuing the theme of the Kings. King's Palace into King's... No, oh, Abbey of Kings into King's Palace. The Corvinus looks like he's gonna be going for a second TC as well. So he's got plenty... Oh, he's actually over-gathered on gold by quite a bit. His age up will be coming through very shortly. You know, I mean, yeah, Preservation of Knowledge costs only 75, so you are still stacking up way above the amount of gold that you need. Maybe he looks to grab some other eco upgrades as well. Maybe like double broad axe possibly for your wood, so you can get up a second TC a little bit faster. Maybe that's the case. We're going to have to wait and see, but he is going to be going for a second TC, it seems. Which is certainly interesting here. Corvinus is going to be looking to age up very, very soon. We see that Preservation of Knowledge will be coming through, reducing down that military wing down to 960 and 480. Still a little bit of food away. This is probably... I don't know. If I was in his shoes, I'd be using all of these villagers here on sheep. And well, actually, I'd keep a few on wood because you want to get down some nice production, right? But it looks like he's still going to get the age up through at a relatively decent time here. No fresh foodstuffs in, but doesn't really need it as he's on 1 TC. 2 TC is where you want to start to think about adding this upgrade in. But we see Corvinus almost has enough to age up. There it is. Military wing coming through. Production building already set down. I find it really odd that Corvinus is gathering stone. I honestly... Oh, wait. He's grabbing arrow slits. Naval arrow slits? No, where's this? He doesn't have a tower, does he? Oh, no, it is naval arrow slits. It looks slightly different on here for some reason. Okay, yeah, makes sense, because, you know, you could always see some pressure coming out from Galg on the water. But there we see the knight going to be diving underneath the TC there. Look at the huge damage it can do. Needs to be careful. 7 HP is going to be going down. Oh, that is painful. That is painful. That is painful right there. Oh, you know, if you get it away on 1 HP, you can heal it back up all the way to full HP. But now, because of that, it's dead. And you're going to have to pay another 100 for the king. It has been reduced in price, to be fair. It used to be 140. But now it's only 100, and it only takes 35 seconds. So, you know, maybe we see that coming out once again. Definitely worth grabbing. It's a good unit. It's cheaper than a knight, so... But Galg looking to add in lots of men-at-arms here. Interesting choice. We see Corvinus has through a single spearman. But he's about to have through his age up. He's only got the 1 barracks, dropping down a second one now. We see there are the golems. 120 food, 30 gold. These guys are expensive. They cost an extra 30 resources compared to a men-at-arm. But they are extremely good. And since the pup, they have been fixed. So the pup actually, they were a little bit bugged. They didn't have the double charge attack as intended, which meant they didn't really do that much. They were alright. They're a little bit underwhelming, but now they should be fixed and they should be better than ever. And we see only takes 26 seconds for one of these bad boys. Corvinus is going to be taking the fight here with the camel archers. Well, camel riders, sorry. Just going to be buying as much time as he possibly can here. Is the knight back out for Galg? No, not yet. Okay, so just going heavy men-at-arm, which we're going to have to see how it does up against age 3 golems here, because these guys are just better, right? And unfortunately, we cannot zoom in on these bad boys, because the devs have decided not to listen to pop feedback. And, yeah, they didn't take the feedback there, so we're still stuck with no zoom. So... great stuff there, but moving on. Corvinus, he's now looking to put on the pressure with these units. Galg has his King's Palace coming through. The second TC is going to be the way for him. Looks like Corvinus is going to be adding in a second TC behind this as well, though. So they're going to be matching. And the thing is, Galg is investing a whole age up on top of this. And is even going to be able to get the age up through without losing a load of villagers. We see those golems are going to be making their way in here. Corvinus needs to pay attention to these units. He's currently focusing on the front line here. Look at the golems go. Okay, there they go. They're running in. Boom. Look at the damage they do. That is crazy. Look how fast they attack as well. The edge up does get through, but that's a load of dead vills. Galk is still ahead when it comes to economy, though. We see he's got a huge fishing economy that is definitely contributing to that. Corvinus, on the other hand, got a very, I wouldn't say small, but it's nowhere near the size of Galk's. Demolition ship almost finding some good damage in there. I've got to say, I love the swords on these units. They look really, really cool. If only I could zoom in and show you guys a little bit better. We see Corvinus putting on some good pressure here. Galk's gone really, really heavy on the docks. I kind of like it. It's got some great food economy, so hopefully he can just pump out the units here. Pump out the men-at-arms. He needs to get the upgrades for this, though. We see he hasn't upgraded them to the Vegetancy upgrade yet. They are early, so they're not Vanguard. But he needs to upgrade through. He's got enough gold to do so. I feel like he's just kind of throwing away units here. Because early men-at-arms are really, really bad compared to Age 3 men-at-arms. And these are golems, but look at the health difference on these units. 224, 120. It is crazy, the health difference. To be fair, they both got the same amount of attack. But this has double attack. We see here, Quick Strike. Quickly deals a second hit after finishing an attack. So it kind of makes up the lack of damage it does by the amount of swings it does. It's kind of like a Chukunu, right? Low damage, but they shoot 3 shots. So that's kind of the case here with the golems, where they do 2 shots. But Gal starting to add in a few crossbowmen, definitely what he needs here in this position. Golem's going to be looking to just move in here. Going to be surrounding the crossbow. Look at the crossbow. Look how fast they go down. Corvinus is still in a good spot here. Needs to recover when it comes to the economy, though, because if he doesn't deal with this huge fishing eco from Galg, as well as the 2TC, he could be in a little bit of trouble later on in the game. Corvinus is very happy just sticking out with the golems. He's up to 13. We see he's going in for the raids. They've got 4 ranged defense armor. We see, oh man, Galg still only has the early men-at-arms here. He's grabbing that upgrade though. English men-at-arms are meant to be really, really strong here as they have clad armor, which gives an extra 2 melee and ranged defense armor. But if you don't remember these upgrades, then, you know, your men-at-arms aren't going to be that strong. So at least he has that upgrade in now, as Networker Castle's helping him out here as well. So he's going to be looking pretty happy. Able to recover. He's up in eco. So Gal actually in a decent spot now. As long as he can mass up some more units. We see he's up to 7 men-at-arms, 3 crossbow. Corvinus, he's got the 1 crossbow, 8 golems. And so Gal got to be feeling very happy about this as he's got the map control. To be fair, Corvinus is on 2TC. Maybe he goes for some sort of water attack. I feel like a water attack could be pretty huge for either player, to be honest. We see no sort of ships, and that's kind of what I like about this map, right? Is it's not constant water battles, and it's not like no water battles, right? Because players can make their way around here. They can make their way all the way over if they so wish to. So it's not like 4 ponds, or whatever it's called, forest ponds, where, you know, you're unable to access your opponent's fishing. You can on this map. It just takes you a long time, and you're not really incentivized to do so unless you plan an attack. So really, really cool here out of really cool here. This map, gotta say, I do love it. I do believe this isn't the current map pool for ranked. At least the ranked that's coming out tomorrow, which will be today for you guys. Well, looks like Corvinus is now looking to add in a little bit more water. And for the Abbasid, they're more than happy to just stick a load of docks down. Half-price docks is huge. So honestly, if you're Corvinus, just spam a few out. You know, you better be safe than sorry when it comes to your water economy, because we see he's got a pretty huge amount of fishing. You see he's up to 15. And you don't really want to be losing that at this point in the game. But we can see Corvinus slowly catching up here. We see Galg sort of just stopped when it comes to fishing economy. You don't want to over invest, right? Because you just have a load of useless fishing ships. But it looks like both players sort of slowed down a little bit. Not a lot of action going on for the time being. Players just looking to mass up a little bit. And Corbin is just sticking it out here with the golems. I gotta say, I like this a lot. I think this is a really, really cool unit. Not only does it make great content, it is also a really, really nice unit. And we see here 10 attack compared to the 12 attack for a regular man-at-arm. So this is really like a melee Chukanu. It has less damage, but does double attack. So that is going to be really, really crucial for Corvinus to grab these upgrades. And then we can see he's already done it. He's grabbed his +2 attack, which means, you know, he's going to be bringing these up to 12 damage now. So that's going to be nice for him. So really, really important now for the Abbasid, if they go into this unit, to grab the +2 attack, because it means a lot more than it does for any other man-at-arm, right? And now Corvinus is going to be taking this fight here. Not a fight he can take. Sure, he's got the better units, but he doesn't have the mass here with Network of Castles in as well for Galg. Corvinus, what were you thinking? Just going to be throwing away a load of units. Pretty much for free. And now Galg in a great position. He's up in army value, still up when it comes to his economy. He's playing the English as well. So, you know, it's very strong civilization in this stage of the game. Abbasid as well, pretty strong. But yeah, English, they're now set up, right? They've got a huge fishing economy. And there we see Corvinus going to have to cancel his Mangonel. This could be a huge timing here for Galg. He needs to bring some villagers forward, though. I'd love to see an outpost being constructed on the back line here, just for that network of castles. And we see here, Galg going to be taking this fight here, focusing down the crossbows with his crossbows. Men-at-arms versus men-at-arms. I think he's over-committed just a little bit here. Corvinus, he's got the reinforcements coming through. And that does mean Galg is going to have to retreat back now. These guys are really, really tanky. He's also got through his +2 ranged attack, which does get countered out by the ranged... Oh, sorry. He's got through his ranged defense, but that gets countered out by Galg's ranged attack. That makes sense. But Corvinus, for the time being, still just sticking to this composition. He needs to get out some sort of siege, though. I felt like a Mangonel here would be huge. He's got plenty of wood in the bank. Struggling a little bit when it comes to his gold. He's currently spending a lot of it on just more golems and crossbow. They cost a lot of gold. So I'd be actually interested to see... I'd love to see an Age of Noob video where we've got the Ghulam versus all the other men-at-arms. That'd actually be a really cool video. All the men-at-arms up against each other, because we've got quite a few unique men-at-arms now, right? We got the Holy Roman Empire men-at-arm, which is, you know, has heavy maces, double-handed attack, or no, not double-handed attack, double-handed weapons. We've got the English with their the armor upgrade, Chad armor. We've got the Abbasid Ghulam, which is just like a completely new unit, pretty much. What else do we have? I'm pretty sure that's all of them. There's not many more that I can think of. I guess you could count the dead. I wouldn't... Tower... Would you guys count the Tower of Victory men-at-arm as a unique men-at-arm? I guess not. That's it's a buff, right? An external buff, so... I probably wouldn't count that, but... Corvinus going for a keep drop. Have a look at this. This is aggressive. Uh-oh. Corvinus. Corvinus. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mangonel. Mangonel. Huge shot. Huge shot. Oh my goodness. So many villagers taking damage. Corvinus has a Mangonel of his own here. Going to be able to get a huge shot. Both players getting huge shots onto each other right there. Corvinus, he's got the vills here. He's got half of it, pretty much half of his economy here. Building up this keep. Men-at-arms stuck in a bit of a choke point here. Mangonels for both players getting some decent shots. And I think Galg's got the better traits here. But Corvinus is going to be able to get this keep up. And that's what's so important for him. He's going to be able to secure up this position. Put some nice pressure onto Galg here. And he can always drop down a siege workshop as well. And slowly start to trebuchet away some of this production. And Galg hasn't actually made use of the king. So A little bit of a shame there. He's got quite a few damaged units. So I would love to see this unit being made just for the priest sort of ability that it has. The Corvinus, he's got bigger plans. Have a look at this. He's aging up to the Imperial age with the economic wing. Does have still the discount from the preservation of knowledge. So interesting age up choice. I guess trade wing on this map isn't really a thing. I mean, I guess you got water trade, right? Water trade's always a thing, but I guess economic wing's better when you're wanting the farms, I guess. And also the 8% extra drop-off. Pretty huge. See, Gal trying to get up a little outpost here. He's going to be going down. He's got quite a mass now and going for the ram approach here. Interesting choice. I mean, we've been seeing a lot more rams recently. Rams seem to have really taken over the ladder, but I do still think there is a place for trebuchets. I think a trebuchet in this position is a lot better. I mean, they're expensive, but they're like, you know, you can sit back here, just slowly siege away at this keep. You're not going in for some crazy death push in their base, which is where I think a ram would be better if you're pushing into an opponent's base, right? Because you've got a lot here to siege down. You know, they can just attack wherever. Whereas rams, they have to focus down the keep that's right here. And Corvinus, he's got his whole army here, right, to defend. Tagal going to be dropping down his keep here. Hopefully he can get in network of citadels, which really, really nice upgrade for him. Now we got the rams coming in. 5 rams. Corvinus, look at the damage coming through from the golems onto those battering rams. That's some crazy, crazy damage. Corvinus going to be retreating back, waiting for those upgrades to come in. We've got Imperial Elite Golems. I haven't actually seen the skin on those yet. I'd assume they look like the Elite Men-at-Arms skin, but maybe they look slightly different. But Galg, we see just pushing straight past this keep as it's going to be going down to these rams. Keep on the back line for him gets up as well. And there it is, that keep goes down. Villagers inside will be going down. Corvinus, he's at a point where he doesn't really mind losing that many vills. Like, obviously, if you lose this, that's pretty bad, but he should be able to return home with these ones pretty unaffected. He's got his army back at the base here, going to be dropping a keep down in the base here as well. So, got a nice position there. We see the elite upgrade does come through for the golems. And yeah, pretty much just the elite skin there for the Men-at-Arm with the nice new fancy shield and sword. I would show you guys in a little bit more detail, but we've talked about it already, right? No zoom, so a little bit unfortunate. And now Corvinus is going to make some hand cannoneers. Hand cannoneers also affected by boot camp. I think boot camp is such a crazy good upgrade for the Abbasid. I think it's what makes Abbasid so damn good. That upgrade, it's so good. It is crazy good. And now we've got the Berkshire Palace coming down from Gal, whereas it's being built on the backline here, securing up the 2 large golds. That's huge. But we've got a huge fight going on in the middle here. Gal going to be taking a fight here with castle age units. I mean, sure, he's got some nice upgrades on here, but he doesn't have network of castles, doesn't have network of citadels, doesn't have imperial upgrades. Corvinus is more than happy to take this fight, pulling in the vills as well to take care of these rams. We see 41 villagers taking out both of those rams. Crossbows looking to get taken out here. And Corvinus in a great spot now. Berkshire Palace will be going up though. So this could be a bit of an issue for him. Obviously, Corvinus in a great spot when it comes to his army, when it comes to his upgrades, when it comes to his, general mass here. But his problem is going to be this gold. Look at this. No more gold on the map for Corvinus. He is goldless right now. Well, in saying he has 41 villagers on this gold, but there's only 2,000 left on there. There's still 8,000 left in this one, 5,000, 6,000 left on this one. And it's going to be so tricky for Corvinus to push on this position. You see there, the Berkshire doing what it does best, taking out all of these units. To be fair, he's taking out a lot of builds with them. Ghulam's actually really, really strong here at raiding. Just because of the, the low armor that's in for the villagers. They can take them out really, really quickly. So I think Ghulam's are going to become a really, really good raiding unit. And they also have the faster movement speed, right? The slight buff to them there. Crossbows coming out still from Galg, so not going into any sort of hand cannon here. I feel like hand cannoneers could be a nice choice here. Look at the range on this. Jesus. You hear that Abbasid villager scream? Whoever that was is sitting in this tower right now, crapping themselves because of this Berkshire. That is crazy. Oh yeah, Galg surprisingly isn't going into hand cannoneers despite having a lot of gold access. And obviously the English, now that they're in the Imperial Age, can grab enclosures. Doesn't have any farms. Well, he's got 2, but I wouldn't say that's a substantial amount. But, you know, he's eventually going to have to add in some farms, I would suspect. Probably because it's actually better than fishing. Just because you get the gold from enclosures. But Galg, he's going to be able to hold for the time being. Doesn't have elite crossbow in. Pretty important upgrade for him. Now, we actually have 6 relics on this map, which is pretty wild. So, Corvinus, he's got 2, but Galg, he's got 4. So, pretty wild. It's not very often that we see 6 relic maps. I think the only other map that comes to my head is Mongolian Heights. Actually, I think a lot of water maps have 6 relics. But yeah, still interesting to see. In fact, this map has 8 relics. Look at that. We got another 2 over here. That's a lot of relics. I've never seen a map with so many relics. This would be huge for the HRE, actually. This map. Oh, can you imagine the HRE with regnants? 8 relics. That'd be worth 16 relics. That would be... How much gold income? All right, I need to whip out the calculator. I can't be bothered to do the maths. 16 times 18. 1,280 gold a minute. From just regnants relics. That is bonkers. So hopefully we do see this map more, because so far, it's made a pretty good game. I would say this is a pretty entertaining game, what they've provided us here, these 2 players. And Corvinus, he's out now with the double bombard. We see this Berkshire, it's fully garrisoned. We see taking out lots of the villagers here. Corvinus, that is one aggressive keep, but he's going to be getting it up, and the Berkshire will be going down to the double bombard. And Corvinus, he understands how importantly he needs this gold. And he's going to have a ton of builds on there now. Corvinus going to be taking out a load of builds from Galg. Going to be evening up that villager count. And it seems like Galg's actually going to be losing out on a lot of builds. Crossbowman mass still looking decent here. But again, they haven't been upgraded to the elite status yet. Corvinus looking in a really, really good position right here. Doesn't have a lot of mass though. Oh, in saying that, he's got 42 golems, 15 of which sit inside this keep. I gotta say, I think the Abbasid have just secured themselves at number 1 for late game, because these units are now even more pop efficient. And the Abbasid were known for being one of probably like top 3 late game civs in combination with China and English. But now I think that they're going to be at number 1 with this unit, because they're just so pop efficient, right? Look at the health. 310 health, 18 damage, 8 armor for both. It's crazy. Look, and look at the Englishes here. He hasn't actually upgraded them yet, so we can't really judge. But it's like half the health. In fact, it is exactly half the health, which is just bonkers that this unit can have double the health. But now Corvinus, with his double bombard, going to be moving forward here. He has the Sprungled out as well. Does he have the extra range on it? Let's have a look. Where can I see? Here we go. He doesn't have the extra range on it. So the Sprungled's going to be able to take even trades here. But now we see Galg, full crossbow versus full golem. The golems have the extra movement speed. Going to be able to get into a closer range than just your regular old men-at-arms. And we see those double attacks coming through. Look at the damage. It is crazy, the damage. This unit is meant to counter the golem. And I think it is actually going to be able to clean up a lot of the army here. But Corvin is still in a commanding position, taking out this keep. Look at the reinforcements coming through from him. He's still up to 59 golems. That keep's going to be going down as well. Less fire now coming through for him. I think Galg's finding it hard to keep up here. We see struggling on the resources. He's got his elite upgrades coming in now for those crossbow. So they're going to be helping him out a little bit. There we go. Elite upgrades do come in. But we see he's struggling a lot on this population cap. And we see here Culver and Sproggle taking out those battering rams really, really easily. Golems just wiping out the crossbow. Look at this. These are elite crossbow. These are meant to counter golems. And the golems are just wiping us out. Oh, man. This is a crazy unit. I mean, since they've been fixed, because in the pub they were all right. They didn't have the little double charged attack. But now they do, and now they are looking absolutely bonkers. What a crazy game this has been. I think it's going to be hard for Galg to recover from this. He's starting to run a little bit low on fish, it seems. He's just sort of going back and forth between fish ponds. And Corvinus, he's taken out a lot of production here, a lot of keeps. Also denied away a lot of the farms. We see Galg really struggling when it comes to that food production. He's even on berries. That's how much he's struggling right here. Oh, we see Corvinus actually still has 15 golems sitting inside the keep. He has another 15 in here. Corvinus, you got half your army sitting inside this keep right here. That is pretty crazy. And he's just not adding in anything else. He's just going pure golem. Please notice, Corvinus. Please. Oh, Corvinus. Does he have through elite army tactics? Yeah, he does. He does. Good, good, good. So, yeah, that's how he's getting that plus 86 health. Boot camp as well as elite army tactics. That is crazy. This unit is pretty bonkers, I'll be honest. I think it's a cool unit, though. I think this Civ will be really, really strong in FFA. Just because of how pop efficient it is. That's what it comes down to in free-for-alls. Just how pop efficient you can be. And that's why the French are so good. But I think Abbasid, they're going to be a new contender, especially with their economy. The thing is, in FFA, though, is the House of Wisdom. It's a little bit rough because you only got the one landmark, so you can very easily be sniped, which is a little bit of a problem. But now Corvinus is looking to finish this one out. He's got just a couple mangonels. That's all he needs to finish this one off. Because I don't see any way these crossbows survive. Faces. Rocks to the face. Golem's going to be cleaning up the metal arms. Looks like the mangonels will be going down. Haven't actually got off many decent shots here. The last one last shot. Huge shot onto the crossbowman mass. We see here production looking to get taken out. Corvinus just pumping out. He's still got 15 in here. Oh, man. Corvinus, he needs to get out just maybe a couple more mangonels. Honestly, just spam out the mangonels at this point. He's got siege workshops down, but he's just not using them. Corvinus now looking to... And there we go. He realizes from the keep. Brings out the extra 15. Making some hand cannoneers as well here. And we see those golems just cleaning up the crossbows. Galg is looking rough here. I don't see much of a way he holds on here. He's down to 2 landmarks. Oh, jeez. He's still got 3, but they're all in the radius of the bombards. I think Corvinus can just go for the landmark victory at this point in time. He's still up to 51 men-at-arms. It's a shame we didn't see the king a little bit more here from Galg. But we see here the men-at-arms just flooding the base right here. Galg trying to go for some cavalry switch here. Where we do actually have the new upgrade. Look at this. We've got Spyglass in here. A little bit irrelevant, to be honest, but it's there. It's a new upgrade for all the civs. But Corvinus, we see he's into the eco, and there it is. GG gets called. What a game. If you did enjoy this, consider subscribing, leave a like, let me know what you thought of the brand new unit down in the comments, because I think it's pretty good. But anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one.